Good morning. It's me, Nancy Today. Once again, it's always today. So it's always Nancy Today. Fix my collar. I should look presentable. Oh, that would be something, wouldn't it? Presentable. What does that even mean? There. Equilateral. Well, I'm sitting behind the deer blind teepee, which is this one here, at the corner of the pond. Across from the pond is back there. That is the pond there. And up there, that's where I was lying this morning in my hammock watching the sunrise. And I have now exchanged the tarp that was on the teepee for black tarp like this, instead of the blue one, the light one. And this is free. You guys, anybody that wants to make a teepee, go to a lumber yard and get the tarps that cover the lumber. That's the way to do it. It's free and they're really waterproof and very good. So I'm sitting down here looking into the alders. Isn't it beautiful? There's these passageways in there. And as I sit here, I see things that need to be clipped. You know, branches that are coming down. And the thickets can stay because the animals would like it in there, but I'd like to have some open areas, some pathways, ways to get through in there. I love sitting here. You know, sitting beside the teepee, it's like there's something about a shelter. When you've got a shelter, it's like home base. And then from there you branch out. So you sit outside of it, or you sit inside it. You know, you garden beside it. You plant flowers around it. Yes, indeed, I will be. You make pathways into the woods beside it. I'll need to put an outhouse somewhere. I was thinking about how to make my outhouse. You know, what am I thinking? It's so easy to just use a chair and a bucket. But then you have to dump the bucket. I suppose it's better to have a hole, and then you just fill up the hole. Or you could dig a hole later and dump the bucket in. That's the easiest way to have an outhouse. Yeah, I've been sitting here thinking of all these elaborate things, you know, making a box with a no bottom at the bottom and a hole at the top, and putting a toilet seat on top of it, and then having a hole in the ground beneath the whole thing, having a platform. I don't know exactly why you need a platform. But it's so much easier to just put a bucket in a chair, cut a hole in the chair, and put the toilet seat on the chair. What could be easier? The toilet seat then sits on the bucket. Because if you know, and I was thinking, I have this teepee here. Wouldn't it be nice if there were a row of teepees all along here? And we could have a retreat. You know, lots of people could come. There could be hammocks in the teepees. Or cots, or sleep on the ground in sleeping bags. But there are already tents already up because they're waterproof. Which are awesome. I love them. Isn't that beautiful looking in there? It's very clogged over there. So I'm going to do some work on this. I'm going to create a nice place through there. Maybe a pathway to an outhouse chair. That would be good. But a pathway, you know, there's a stream over there somewhere. Good. Make a pathway to the stream. This is a really pretty area of the alders. There's all these sort of rooms in the alders. as you walk through there, you know, you can see behind this one there's kind of a room there. And so if you cut the lowest stuff, then you can go around in it. It's an interesting idea about having like a group camping here. I would love to have workshops where people come and they stay. And we do things, we learn different things. I have so much cedar bark I've harvested, and I've been harvesting rushes and willow and red osier dogwood. Look how dark it got. The sun is having a hard time out there with this. Oh, look at this huge cloud that's come. But there's an edge to the cloud over there. Oh, down there on the... So it'll blow right over. It's okay. Look how dark it looks in there now. Doesn't it just make you want to go in there when you look into it like this? Don't you just want to get up and walk through there? Have to wait until the dew dries off, or the rain from last night. I don't really want to get my feet all wet. They're dry right now. Sort of muddy, but sort of dry. Have such great ideas, things I'm in the middle of. For Relief Society, we're going to make tea towels, or dishcloths, crocheted dishcloths, like Pat. You know Pat? What you've done? She gave me a lot of beautiful dishcloths when I was at her house, in the middle of the country. And I thought if I came down here and sat beside the teepee and crocheted, what a beautiful view. I should probably hang a bird feeder in here. They usually have American redstarts and the indigo bunting, yellow warblers, but I don't see the warblers anymore. It's September. It's probably the time for them to fly. It has cooled off. I did see a few warblers yesterday or the other day. And some of the crows are starting to flock. I love watching flocks of birds. Do you like watching flocks of birds? Isn't that nice when they all come down land and they all swoop up and go around and around, and they all know what each other are doing before they do it. It's amazing. Got a pattern they're following. See this on the tree here? See the holes there? That's from the seed yellow-bellied sapsucker. They drill a pattern of holes around the tree like that. Then they come back and drink the sap. And if the sap is fermented, then they kind of fly crooked. It's true. You heard it here last, so it must be true. I could write it down and then it would be in black and white, and then you could have read it, so it must be true because you read it in a book. It's amazing how you could write anything in a book. And if it's written in a book, it must be true. Well, I read it. Da, 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 da. You hear that bird calling? Toot, toot, toot. That's me. That's him.